Yo, what's up ladies and gentlemen, JJ Prime here, back with another video. And in today's review, we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Earthrise Voyager class Megatron, the Decepticon leader himself. So we're going to take a quick look at the packaging right here. So his name is Megatron, he's a Decepticon, he's from Earthrise, he is a Voyager class, a Class A Voyager, a Voyager Class A Class A Viajero, and a Class A Voyager. And you have the nice artwork, beautiful artwork of Megatron himself. And you look at that, it includes the Ark, which, spoiler alert, the Ark can transform. So you have the beautiful Earthrise artwork. You have the map symbol right here, the map piece right here. You can see Cybertron right here. I mean, you can use that with the translucent red decoder piece, which is right there. Got the Decepticon symbol. You got Galvatron floating around. You got the obligatory product shots at the back. And you got 21 steps. You got this robot mode and tank mode. And you have your warning sign, if that interests you. And also the symbol. Kind of reminds you of his gladiator career. So that's it for the packaging. And moving right along with the review, here we have Megatron himself in his very earthy tank mode. I mean, this would have been the tank mode that he will scan in Earthrise. Probably when he goes to Earth, this is probably the tank mode that he will scan. So yeah, it's a nicely done tank mode. And right off the bat, this is basically a heavy remold of the original Siege Voyager class Megatron. But yeah, I think they really did a good job with this figure. And I still do not know why people are bugging about this figure. I don't know why people are hating on this figure. This figure, I think, wins hands down for me. So yeah, got a Decepticon symbol right there on the sides. Yeah, I got a D16. What does that even mean? I don't know. And you got the splashes. Wait, right here. Sorry about the random cut there, but because my dog just went on noisy and that was irritating. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the splashes of the silver paint, it makes it, you know, it looks like he's gone through some battles in the war. You know, it's like a battle damage tank. So yeah, it's just pretty cool. You got the black paint, the black decals right here, and still my dog wants to make noise. You got a little bit of black paint on the tip with that little bit of battle damage paint work as well. You got some black lines right here. Yeah, all around. The one thing I don't like about this figure is that his feet are sticking out in tank mode. I just do not like that, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So yeah, overall it's a really clean tank mode, and he does roll. Yay, he does roll. And in tank mode you can actually rotate his turret with full 360, which is really cool. And if you want to, you can take some battle effects to plug into the barrel and, you know, have him firing. Like, oh, I'm firing, I'm gonna kill you, Autobots. Anyway, so we're gonna bring in some notable comparisons here. So first we're going to bring in the Earthrise Leader class Optimus Prime, so you can see how they look together. Yeah, they look quite good together. I mean, the tank mode is a little bit bigger than the truck mode itself. I mean, it's a tank, it has to be bigger than a truck, so that's pretty cool that you have Earthrise Prime and Earthrise Megatron just scaling with one another. So we have that. And now we're gonna bring in the other Voyagers from Earthrise. Gonna bring in Starscream, and we're gonna bring in Snapdragon. Oh wait, we're not gonna put the Earthrise Voyagers in one shot. We're just gonna take turns. So here is Megatron with his trusty Decepticon teammate Starscream. You can see how they look together. And we're going to bring in Snapdragon as well, so you can see how they scale with one another. here he is with Grapple. To see how they look together. And here he is with Quintesson Judge. You can see his wave mate right there. Oh, you can see everything from the Quintesson Judge. I'm going to just extend the camera a little bit. Yep. There we go. So we have the Quintesson Judge in his and the Megatron scaling with one another. So you can see how that looks. So there you have that. And finally, last but not least, here's the Earthrise Megatron with the Siege Voyager class Megatron. So you can see how much remolding they actually did to this figure, and it's pretty cool. And you can't really tell the similarities between these two. I mean, you probably can see similarities between these two in robot mode, but in tank mode, I mean, I guess the feet are the same. Definitely the cannons are different. Yeah, I mean the Black Fusion cannons are different. So yeah, nicely done. It's the same case with with Earthrise, Optimus Prime, and Siege Optimus Prime. You look at it, it's like, oh, it's the same toy, but at the same time, it's not the same toy. And I love when Hasbro does that. When they do the extensive remolds, I think they do a really, really good job in that. So there you have that. Okay, so we can probably get down to the transformation. He doesn't include any other accessories. Unfortunately, he doesn't include any accessories, but I think that is pretty much it for the tank mode. I do quite like it. It's pretty compact, very earthy. I do like earth tanks, so yeah. It's time to transform this guy into a massive robot, so let's get down to it. So first, we're going to do a little bit of parts forming here and there, so I'm just gonna slide this out. Be careful, do not break this. So we're gonna slide this out, and the one more thing that you have to take out from the tank mode, you have to take out this filler piece right here. Just untap that, and just unpeg that and just put that off to the side for now. And now we can get started with the actual transformation for Megatron. So now what I would like to do is just split all this just like Siege Megatron. So do that first, and I want to untap these treads sections right here. Just untap these treads right here so we can actually work on the legs. So just unfold this and just rotate the leg at this hinge, at the swivel. It's kind of hard, so just unfold the leg, just bring it down, close that up, and flip up the foot, and bring out his heel spur, which can be a pain in the butt to clip in. There we go, and there you have his leg all done. So we can do the other side. It's the same process, so just open that up, and just rotate this around, and just bring that down, and just close that up, flip up the foot, flip out the heel spur until it clicks into place, and there you have his legs. So now we can actually take his waist and rotate it 180. So there you have that. I forgot to mention that he does have visible head syndrome in tank mode, so we're going to raise up the camera a little bit more so you can see what I am doing. So now you want to untap all this, untap that, and just raise that up, and just fold these in, and just, before anything, you better make sure that you untap these little connection points right here. So do not, you have to make sure that untabs, but yeah, so just fold these in for now. And there we go. So just bring these arms forward, bring the arms forward, and make sure they tab in securely. And now you can flip out his fists, rotate the cannon around, just like so, and just bring this backpack down, just like so. And I think we are done Are we done? Yes, we're done. Oh wait, we're not done yet. We have to bring out his head a little bit, and that's pretty cool that Hasbro actually put out some little tabs to keep this head from coming further up. So that is pretty cool. So I think we are done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. So there you have Transformers Earthrise Voyager class Megatron in his robot mode. And this time around he looks more G1-y, and I do quite like that. I love this Megatron. I definitely like that. So we're gonna take a look at his bucket head again. So we got the nice silver paint on the face, got red for the eyes, got the black eyebrows as well. Now this head is the more traditional G1 head sculpt, and I do like this head more than the Siege head sculpt. I do like the Siege Megatron head sculpt as well, but I think this one looks better in every way, shape or form. So yeah. He's got the more accurate G1 abs. That's pretty cool. Got the yellow paint, got the blue highlights as well, and the Decepticon symbol on the chest, which looks pretty cool. But yeah, really well done, I will say. Yeah, he's got a cleaner crotch. So yeah, there you have that. And of course he does have a backpack, but that doesn't kill my enjoyment of the figure. He still looks pretty good. And yeah, and his fusion cannon as well. So articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint, can rotate a full 360. There you have that. You can look up a little bit, can't really look down. The shoulders can rotate a full 360. Can move in and out. He does have a bicep symbol, and he does have an elbow joint slightly over 90 degrees of bend. And the wrist, there is no wrist swivel, but the hands can actually move inward due to transformation. He does have a waist swivel, which is nice, and the legs can move up that far, can move back pretty much that far, and he can do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel, a knee joint, like about 90 degrees of bend, and doesn't have rotation at the knee, unfortunately. And this is the one thing that I really love about this figure. Look. You look. There is no tab anywhere I can see. There is no tab to keep this, coming out easily, and that is pretty cool. The ankle tiltage is smoother on this figure, and I do quite like that, and I love that. So yeah, he has some smooth ankle tilts, which I dig, and that's the one reason why I think this figure is much better than the Siege Megatron. So, because if you remember when I reviewed the Siege Voyager class Megatron, I was complaining on how bad the ankle tilts were because there was a little tab. I mean, you can actually cut it off, but originally there was a tab that's keeping you, that's preventing you from getting the ankle tilt to work. So I'm glad that they actually got rid of that for this figure. So yeah, really pretty cool. So now his accessories. What can we do about his accessories? Well, let's just bring up the camera down a little bit more. So we're gonna bring in this blade right here. Look. Okay, look. I know some of you are hating on this accessory because it just does not look good, but I think it is nicely molded. That is my opinion. I am entitled to my own opinion. If you think that this accessory is unnecessary, that is what you think, okay? So that is your opinion. I don't know why people have anyway. So now you can actually take this piece and just plug that in like so, and there you have that section right there. So now you can take his blade right here and you can plug it into to the side of his forearm and just plug that in, and he can have an arm blade. Or if you want to, you can actually rotate this around and have Megatron, shoot with 2 fusion cannons. Hey, you know, he's Megatron. He can do whatever he wants. He can have 2 fusion cannons. You know, I don't mind him having 2 fusion cannons. It's Megatron. He can be very powerful. But another thing you can do is that you can actually store this accessory on his back, so you can see. Or maybe not. Now there are 2 ports at the back right here. The one thing I found is that you can actually take this and just plug that in, and that is not. No, that is no. That one I don't like. That no. Having that configuration, no, that one is that I do not like this configuration, unfortunately. I do not like it. It looks ugly. No. So we're gonna magically take this accessory and plug it onto his forearm, because I think that works beautifully. Okay, so we have gotten the his accessory plugged onto his forearm, because I think that works even better than, you know, plug it on his back. And you know, the configuration where you plug the weapon on his back, I just do not like that, unfortunately. Okay, that's the part that I really don't like. So yeah, so we're gonna bring in some comparisons right now. First, let us bring in Megatron's arch nemesis right here. So we have Optimus Prime and Megatron reunited, and it feels so good. Oh my goodness, they actually look good together. And Megatron is a little bit shorter than Optimus Prime. I don't think that works. No, he's supposed to be a little bit taller than Optimus Prime. Let me see. I mean, Prime is just a smidge taller, like this much, this much. Anyway, so, but nonetheless, they still look great together. They look like sworn enemies. Oh my gosh! So, Prime, get out of here! Boom! Okay, Prime is gone, so now we can actually bring in the other Voyagers of Transformers Earthrise. So we're gonna bring in Starscream. We're gonna bring in Snapdragon, not Godzilla, but Snapdragon, because you know his beast mode is more like Godzilla mode, but he's not Godzilla. Okay, not Godzilla. So we're gonna bring in the Voyager class Quintesson Judge. So how are we gonna do this? Okay, first, I'm gonna bring in the Quintesson Judge, and I'm gonna bring in Grapple as well, because he's another one of the Voyagers. So I'm gonna bring in. There we go. There we go. There we have that. So we got a group of 5 Voyagers right here. That's pretty cool. I got the 5 Voyagers from the main Earthrise toy line. So yeah. That is pretty cool. So yeah. Yeah, but the most iconic Transformer out of the 5 right here is basically the Quintesson Judge, because he looks nothing like any of those guys. But anyway, so we're going to count to 3 and these guys will magically disappear. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Boom! Hey! Looks like the other Voyagers disappeared. Where did they go? That's a good question. But anyway, so we're going to compare Earthrise and Megatron with the Siege Voyager class and Megatron, his mold mates, so you can see how they look together. And yeah, they did a lot of remolding on this figure. Granted, they share the same feet. They share, not even the hands. They don't even share the hands. Hands are different molds. Cannons are different molds. The forearms, are they okay, the front bit of the arms, they're the same mold except for the back portion, because the back portion doesn't have this. It doesn't have that. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. They also share the hips and these thigh pieces right here, but they don't share the legs. They don't share these the shin part of the legs. So they don't share that. Obviously, the chest are different molds. The heads are different molds, and yeah, the crotch is definitely different. So in the backpack, definitely different. So yeah, definitely the backpack is very different. Yeah, they did a lot of remolding to the point where you can say that although it's practically the same figure, at the same time, it's not the same figure, which is pretty cool. And yeah, and I'm glad that I have both the Siege and the Earthrise Megatron because, you know, I'm a toy reviewer. I review anything I see. I review anything that I love. You know, repaints. I don't go with repaints. So yeah, I don't really go well with repaints because they're just not, no, they're not for me. So I mean, some repaints I will review, but not all of them. So yeah, this is a really cool, and you have options. If you like Siege Megatron better than Earthrise Megatron, well, this is an easy pass. But if you want a more, you know, accurate G1 Megatron design, then this is the way to go. And this works way better with the Earthrise Prime than that. This one would work well with Siege Prime, and this one will work well with the Earthrise Optimus Prime. So there you have that. And so here are my final thoughts on Earthrise Voyager class Megatron. So yeah, I really like this figure. I like the improvements they made to this figure, like the head fix and the neck joint where they fixed it, and I love that. And the smoothness of the ankle tilts, I really enjoy that. I know a lot of you people do not like this accessory. Personally, I like it because it's ridiculous, and I love ridiculous stuff. And the arm blade is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool concept. So but that doesn't mean that I like this way better. I like this accessory way better than the sword from Siege Megatron. I still love the Siege Megatron better. I mean, the sword from the Siege Megatron, that one works way better. But this one is an okay accessory. This is just okay. But overall, I think the design looks perfect. It looks exactly like G1 Megatron. The chest is so accurate to the design. The head is also accurate, because this is supposed to be the way he looks from G1, so that's pretty cool. Yes, I know he has a big backpack, but it's Megatron. He can have a big backpack. It's okay. It is what it is. And he carries that from Siege Megatron. You know, Siege Megatron had a big backpack. This one also has the big backpack, so what are you gonna complain about? I don't know. So, yeah, but overall, this figure looks absolutely... it looks so good. I mean, I love this Megatron figure. The remolding they did to this, it's genius. It's very clever. It's like so many things that have been remolded on this figure. Like the shin part of the leg. You know, the hands as well, and crotch, head, chest. Whoops. I knocked you over. Nearly knocked you over. Even the cannon is different mold. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The tank mode is really good also. It's pretty good. Except for the fact that the feet are sticking out though. I don't like that. I really do not like that. So, but still, I love this figure. It is a fun toy to mess with. The transformation is smooth and enjoyable. So. As far as ranking him from a scale of 1 to 10, I will have to give him a solid 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, I mean, he's not perfect. He could have been better, like, you know, more paint here and there, but still 8.5 out of 10 is not a bad score. So I think that is pretty much it for today's video. So ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, go and turn on your notifications as well, because there'll be more reviews coming in. So I mean, old figures, new figures, the most recent figures, yeah, you name it, they're gonna come soon. They're gonna come real soon. So stay tuned for tomorrow's review, because I'm gonna review this guy. So yeah, I'm gonna review Studio Series Let Foot tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. So And I think that's pretty much for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Earthrise Voyager class Megatron. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.